Hello and good morning. I really have been wanting to make a video about easy stretches that you can do every day. Things that I tell my clients to do, and I demo it for them here in my massage office, but sometimes it's nice to get a little visual aid and a little assistance and maybe motivation so you can just follow the video and you don't have to think about anything. So I'm on top of my massage table, and this is why, because you can do all these moves from your bed before you get up, from when you get up in the morning, or you can do them before you go to bed at night. It's really easy to do these poses. If you feel like doing them on a yoga mat, that's fine too, but I wanted to make it accessible for everybody, and you don't have to have any special equipment. Just do it right from when you're getting up out of bed. So if you're laying down in your bed, your alarm goes off, you give yourself maybe another extra 5-10 minutes, and you could do some of these stretches. So this is really a great way to alleviate back pain, soreness, stiffness. If you're sitting at a desk all day in this position at a computer, or you're driving your car, you have a lot of hunching over. Your shoulders get tight, your chest gets tight, your hip flexors get tight, your hamstrings get tight, and then you put more compression on the lower back. So even if you're sitting upright, you're still compressing the lower spine. So these are some really nice, easy moves that you can do every single day. So I'm going to start off just laying down on the back. Bring your knees into your chest and just give them a squeeze. So for you, lay on a mat, that's fine. On a bed, you're comfy, cozy. So hug your knees into your chest and maybe just do a little circle one direction and then circle out the other way. Just letting the lower back sort of move however it feels best. Pull the knees in and then keep the right knee in. Extend the left leg straight down and maybe flex both feet. So keeping the knee into the chest, pull nice and deeply into the body, giving elongation in the left hip flexor, and then opening through the right glute, the lower back. Taking the right knee with the left hand, cross it around your body. So it doesn't have to come all the way down, but even just a little cross, hanging onto it, bringing the knee in towards the chest so that it alleviates that curve in the lower back. Bring it nice and close, and then extend the right hand out to the side. Look over to the right hand. Take a couple breaths, and every inhale, elongate through the spine, and every exhale, get a little deeper into the twist. So elongating, relaxing the muscles. Exhale to twist a little deeper. Come back in through center. Grab the left knee in, pull into the middle, give a little rock and roll, and then extend the right leg straight down. Hug the left knee and give it a squeeze, feeling the left hip opening, the right hip opening. Taking a breath, relaxing, and bring the left knee across your body with the right hand, and then extend the left hand over. Look over to the left hand so you're in a nice little spinal twist. And it may be hard to see my whole body here in the video, but I'm sure you get the idea of what's going on. Taking a few breaths here and out. Come back through center. Bring both knees into the chest. Again, give them a good squeeze. And then maybe extend the legs straight up overhead so you get a little bit of like an inversion. So the blood flow is coming down the legs, back to the heart. You get a nice little de-stressing. So if you're on your feet a lot during the day, maybe just doing this pose is enough to get that sort of recirculating feeling. Even the little bit that you have, even if they're staying up over, kind of hanging up overhead, or if you have them against a wall, that's great. Just getting that blood flow coming back down and sort of relaxing, detoxifying. And then release the feet back down. Cross the right ankle over the left knee. So you're in sort of a figure 4. So you can stay here if that feels okay. If your hips are really, really tight, this might be challenging. Otherwise, you can bring the right hand between the legs and the left hand comes around. You can either grab behind the hamstring or in front of the shin and just lay back down. Pull your legs towards you so you're getting a really deep hip opening the right side, maybe along the IT band, the piriformis, the glute, and some nice relief for your lower back. Again, flex the feet. Take a couple deep breaths in to relax into the pose. And this is a really great alternative pose for some other deep hip opening that we do in yoga class. And then just pull in, relax, switch sides. So left ankle over the right knee, hand either underneath the hamstring or around the shin. Flex both feet, please, and then bring your leg towards you. Give a couple good breaths. Just relax into the pose. So this could be a lot. And again, if this is too much, just relax here. Let the hip open and maybe press it into the thigh if pulling the leg towards you is too much. So there's kind of, you know, variations to the pose. Release it. And then kind of just bring the legs up overhead, swing them down. Get a little bit of core action, swing them up and down. So strengthening the core is going to help with lower back issues. Opening up and letting it go. Take a full body stretch, reach the toes and the fingertips away from each other, and then come all the way up to your elbows. So you're sitting up, nice and easy pose. This is kind of like fish pose. So if you drop your head back and release the top of the head down to your pillow or to the mat behind you, if you're doing full fish pose, the hands come underneath the tailbone and then you can rest your head down. But you don't have to take that whole pose. This is just sort of an easy variation, and you don't even have to drop your head behind you. But this is a nice chest opener. And if you want to get a little bit deeper, maybe bring the knees up and drop them over to the left, look over to the right. Take a couple breaths, switch sides. And then come back up through center. Walk your hands up and then sit up. So I like this pose. You bring the soles of your feet together. So if you're sitting at a desk, you're mostly closed with your legs. So this is a really nice opportunity to open up the legs. And you can sit up on top of a pillow if it's too much on the hips. If the knees are up like this, I would say definitely sit on top of a pillow to give a little relief to the hip flexors. So what you're going to do is bring your hands underneath your feet. So the thumbs on the inside of the feet and open up like you're reading a book. So the feet, it's hard to see from this angle, but you're opening up the feet. So open up, the soles of the feet kind of reach in opposition of each other. Take a deep breath and lift up through the heart, the chin. Bring the belly in and exhale, fold down. Release the elbows down to the legs and just softly press down. And this doesn't have to be a lot of pressure. You have the control how much or little pressure you put on the legs. So if it's too much first thing in the morning, then just take it easy. You don't have to put any pressure on, just a little bit, just to help soften the sort of hips, open up that area a little bit more. Taking a few breaths in and out. And then come all the way up. Extend your right leg out and bring the left foot onto the inside of the right thigh. So you're setting up for a little side stretch. And in yoga, it's called Janu Shirshasana, but we can just call it a side stretch. So the right hand comes down to the right leg, left hand reaches up, and then you arc over. So it's not important to grab the foot. It's more important just to give a nice side body opening, stretching from all the way from the hip all the way to the fingertips. And then lift up through the center, maybe spin the right belly up and over. And then come all the way back up, switch sides. Right foot inside the left inner thigh, left arm down, and then the right arm reaches up, and then arcs over. So again, make this nice and gentle for yourself, and especially if it's first thing in the morning, your body may not like doing these deeper stretches. So you can skip any parts that don't work for you. Just a couple breaths. And then come all the way up. And then sitting in any position that's comfortable, if it's feet together or just cross-legged, or the legs hang off of the bed or your chair. Bring your chin down to your chest. Close your eyes. Take a few deep breaths in and out. Elongating from the back of the skull, down the neck, maybe the upper shoulders and back. And then take a deep breath in. Exhale, soften. On your next inhale, draw your right ear over to the right shoulder, just a little movement. And then drop the left shoulder down as you're stretching over. Taking a few deep breaths in and out. Relaxing through the neck. We can always have a lot of strain in the neck just from our posture alone. Bring the chin back through center. Inhale and exhale. And then inhale, bring the left ear to the left shoulder. Drop the right shoulder down. Get a nice long stretch all the way from the top of the skull down the shoulder. And just breathe out. Inhale and exhale. and come back through center. Now you can do that as many times as you like. Inhale, come back up through center. So always coming back through the center line to lift your head up. Rolling the shoulders out behind you and then rolling them forward. Good. Interlock the hands, crisscross, right arm over left. Interlock the fingers, drop the chin down, and squeeze. So you're opening up through the back, the shoulder blade area. That's the area that we get a lot of tension and tightness. That's where we hold on to stress and tension from the day. And especially if you're sitting forward, leaning over a keyboard, come all the way up, switch sides, and just drop back down, opening up. Maybe even rotating the head. Those little semicircles really feel good here. And then come all the way up. And then bring your right arm across the body. Simple stretch. Bring the left arm up, pull it in, and then drop the shoulder down. So you're getting a nice long stretch across the arm and getting a little bit of the back to open up. Switch sides, left arm in front. And you can take as long as you want with these stretches. Release. And if you want, more chest opening, it's really nice to go against a wall. So if you have a wall in your office or at your home or just anywhere, bring your arm across the wall, your shoulder, and then start to look over to the opposite shoulder. It's a really nice deep stretch for the chest. Take a couple breaths. If you want to get a little bit deeper, maybe bend the elbow. You're finding a different area of your muscles in your shoulder girdle. So if you have shoulder issues, just be careful. Don't push too much. And again, switch sides. Look over to the opposite shoulder. Take a few breaths. Really good chest opener. If you're sitting over, your chest is getting tight, and maybe bend the elbow. You'll fill in a whole different area, which is also really good. And then shake it out. So those are a couple really easy stretches that you can do, and that will help you feel really good, help the back to release any kind of tension or tightness from your day. And feel free to leave your comments below. Let me know what your favorite stretches are, what feels really good to you, and sort of maybe what time of day you do these stretches, or if you can incorporate them during the workday. And let me know how it goes. Have a great day, and we'll see you soon.